Squid Game is a series that has captured the attention of millions of people around the world. But what if this series was inspired by a true story? Today, I'm taking you to a real-life story that will both scare and surprise you. What is in this story? Frightening details, unbelievable human rights violations, and the dark history of South Korea. Subscribe below right now and don't forget to like, because in this video I'll be sharing some very interesting information. It all began during the period when South Korea started to industrialize after the war. In the 1960s, the government aimed for rapid development. However, the practices of the leader of the time, Park Chung-hee, were highly controversial. A dark period filled with human rights violations. To maintain social order, homeless people and beggars living on the streets began to be rounded up. 1975, a rehabilitation center named Brothers Home was established in Busan. However, this place was no different from a concentration camp. People on the streets were being rounded up in white vans. It didn't matter if they were children or the elderly. Due to the incentives provided by the government, police were rounding up more people. Even children from poor families had become targets. Innocent children like Hang Jong were taken from train stations or streets and sent to the rehabilitation center. A 14-year-old boy was accused and tortured simply because bread was found in his bag. The people brought to the center were forced to wear uniform clothing. They were made to work, beaten, and even killed. Inhumane punishments and rewards were implemented as if it were a game. This situation is reminiscent of scenes from Squid Game. In 1987, a journalist brought to light the story of someone who had managed to escape from there. The human rights violations sparked widespread outrage, and Brothers' Home was shut down. However, many crimes went unpunished. According to official records, at least 600 people lost their lives. However, the real number could be much higher. So, what are the similarities between Squid Game and this true story? Uniform clothing, being rounded up in white vehicles, a system based on punishments and rewards. These similarities reinforce claims that the series was inspired by this horrifying story. However, the series depicts an imaginary world, whereas the true story reveals a dark side of humanity. This story remained hidden for years, but it eventually came to light. Why do you think such events happen? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this story moved you too, don't forget to like the video. I'm Nymera. See you in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss out on other content.